Rose Bowl. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Washington Huskies and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Out wide right, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Here's Williams to throw. Caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Stop right there. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Out wide left, it's Miller. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Williams fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know the one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast, and it's so important today. Playing on the road in this kind of environment, you saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Iamaleava. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
The Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Play action, Iamaleava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Throwing, Iamaleava. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bruins! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Fires it incomplete. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12.
He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say it. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. Really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver on that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's Williams. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Williams to the air again. Left side is Washington. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Washington right back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Washington. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Williams. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. bringing it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's open. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Williams. Right side, it's Carr. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Williams looking for a man. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. It's Williams again. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Out wide right, it's Carr. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. the gun. The running back has it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might as well run him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Sends it back in motion. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Iamaleava. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Finds his man. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Fourth down, Williams unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Iamaleava looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They boot it away. Looks it in. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the Syracuse Orange.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's NC State with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess the way to say it is the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5 after picking up.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Here's Williams. Fires to the big fella. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Huskies. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Trying to get started.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Washington offense will take over 1st and
10. Here comes the offense back onto the field.
Here we go. Ready. Check.
From the gun, it's Carr. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Williams to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Williams will pass. Right side, it's Carr. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Carr. Could not make his way to the corner. Washington wants to go quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Williams. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Punt is on its way. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Williams. Out wide right, it's Carr. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Williams looking for a man. Hauls it in. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Rolling right and going deep. Goes high to pull it in. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Hits inside. It's Carr. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running the red zone, it's Carr. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Plows his way ahead. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Cuts it upfield. It's Carr. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throwing, Williams. Looking for the score. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Sets his feet. It's Iamaleava. Turns it upfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's going to let it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. There he goes. He's at the touchdown. Bruins. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Washington 36, UCLA 24.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Finds his tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd and long here. Here's Williams to throw. They're all over it. And they got it.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big this offense within striking distance.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want.
Touchdown, Bruin! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
That keeps the score. Washington 36, UCLA 26.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. On the run, it's Carr. Knocked down immediately.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Williams, under pressure. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The run inside. It's Carr. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my